gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people. Intel, thank you.
Ridiculous.
This is incredible. It's incredible.
Ridiculous. We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
we
just
played,
a little.
a little, yeah. We played a tiny bit. I'm getting mocked here. My bloody desk. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday.
Yes.
It was pretty fun. But now we get to watch 200 streamers, some of the world's finest, quite literally from almost every part of the planet, coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
Clint, we heard Courage from like headphones on. He can be heard from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound like. But my boy Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year. Like the fact that there are this many big name streamers in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, and you've been around a long time in the Call of Duty world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers and players from, you know, all across North America, South America. We've got players all over Europe, Japan, Australia, you name them. We are all over here. Mobile players everywhere. Yeah. How do you describe the vibe in the room right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch of homies who love Call of Duty all in one room getting ready to grind. And, you know, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the round saying what up to everybody. They're going hard, right? Like, I was talking to some of the guys, Repulse. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's going to be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here for their love of Call of Duty, they're also here because they want that banger clip. Like, everybody wants, like, you know, like, you're trying to go out and fry some of these big names, get a clip out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their desk at their 10. I'm sure we're going to have a couple of those.
Go a little bit later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo.
Gameplay!
He's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, Nameless.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, the second we saw like the fly through of this, it just looks gorgeous. It really does.
That recoil was
not that
crazy,
I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
It's very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know, it's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game, like, whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but it'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea.
I walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, good morning, dude, how you doing? He's like, hey, man. Not a single word. Ali, not a word.
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate Shot's streaming account. I don't believe that he's here today, but I was getting disrespectful with some people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard, and
that wasn't me. That was Ninja.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now. He's having a good time.
Yeah, that 3-round burst.
You know, we're
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of the most competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Ninja.
And I will have to say, to test to what Ant was talking about earlier, about the game mechanics, Something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so exciting to watch. And when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates play or whatnot, it just looks so cool. It's a nice new feature here in the game. And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think
green dot.
I
mean, got a red dot, but like the.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I mostly.
You got a laser, a red laser with
like
a
I just
green,
wanted to kind of like react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time. No, not going to happen.
Damn.
Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No,
no.
yeah.
He's doing the classic. He's going to his settings like he's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't. It wasn't.
My sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Wherever he's
That nigga stupid.
I think that's the
hurricane.
The hurricane.
What do you think, by the way?
You
You
get to
got
looking at them Sanders.
changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having, is
yeah, so I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, there was a lot to take in, but now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of
seems
that.
like a good middle ground.
It's just a better version of that, right? Like the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out all these different attachments, and for the class of weapon that you have, like you can change it up, turn an M4 into an SMG. Like that's really cool.
Oh, that was nearly a snap.
It looked like
one of the all-time greats in the
kill
competitive
time.
Call of Duty.
One of the maybe the.
It's kind of long.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the
a lot of hit markers.
He's the greatest, but there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, Ali, about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah.
Hey, that got me goddamn.
I mean, it's awesome. Like you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think, is what I heard as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. Some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5-hour long attachment video from J-God.
I'm so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout. Is the rooftops
kind of reminds me of
the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That's another thing that you can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think. And I found that out very quickly.
Like I
would get to an edge of rooftop. And I'm like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map. If there's tall buildings, you can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pamaj now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pamaj too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with an Irrational and some people, and he was like, I'm going hard, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm going hard. I could just hear, like, the competitive.
They got Dismo. And Dismo at the top of the goddamn leaderboard.
Going very well for the red team right now. Pamaj's team obviously winning this one again. Secure the grab, the money bag, hold on to that bad boy. And, I forgot, friends, here at COD Next, it's all going on. Mobile gaming right side of your screen. We've got all of it going on. Really, a celebration of everything that is Call of Duty, and even Courage. He may have just sworn.
Do you see the gloves on the thumb?
Yeah, they're
professionals, true professionals.
Wait, I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD.
I can't play that shit on the phone, man. I know my hands get to locking up on me and some more.
Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
I think you should. Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called?
Really?
I'm a thumb sleeve.
You're in the right place to ask about that. There is an army of professionals.
I'm looking into that. No, that's actually an issue. It's like it's a little bit slippery,
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and obviously us coming from the esports side of things, we love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning, when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and absolutely fry. So there are some movement mechanics for the.
You're gonna have to empty a clip on a nigga to kill him.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about the way slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think we're not officially calling it the dolphin dive. Joe Scott calling it the dive itself. I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast. If we get to see some gameplay with it, I've actually been walking around talking to some of the CDL pros, been like, hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters. Show us the dive.
Showed us a slide. Now we're
Look
looking
at
for
Butters,
Just
man.
dive out the window. Send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into a window, like, everyone sends it out.
So you think like all the exciting moments you're going to have. Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. That's the. So we have the Hurricane. She's running overkill. That's going to be one of the M4 platforms, and the snipe on the other side.
He's
And we have.
testing the mechanic. Look.
Ain't gonna lie, she
There we
cold
go,
with that
testing
sniper,
things
man.
out, trying to find the sneakiest,
Yeah, I was trying to see
fastest
if
way
I could
across
break
the
it
map.
yesterday. I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide
Well, that works
breaking.
out. Yeah, look at her face. She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map?
They got a little chihuahua in the back, no?
Doors. Just running through.
Not as many doors. I think in
Some areas.
general is
Yeah.
the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far, quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. It's just like the battle map is very
What's he
large.
shooting at?
Yeah.
Way more intense action. Of course, there's like invasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us
Oh,
more
that-
than
that
maybe it
excites us.
should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like, we're here to see people go hard, try to win, be competitive, and
Ooh, okay.
another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps, too. You know, snipers are going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's max 2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
Yeah, she might be. She must be.
also
streaming.
look at
Look
that little stock.
She
Did
looking
you guys
to the
use
left.
sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right?
No, I
Wow.
didn't.
I used it for a whole
Cutest
invasion
little
map.
stock I've ever seen.
It was so fun.
I think we were in the same game too.
Yeah, I was in the back sniping.
Yeah,
I
just
can't
came
wait for
out
the sort of like
big
anime
now.
skins and stuff like that, my cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very,
This
very
is my favorite map.
handsome looking
Oh,
weapons.
Dylan Price. Speaking of
Oh,
handsome.
he's
Oh,
hawking.
Also, something we haven't talked about yet is the way the perks work. I
love the perk
because
system.
it reminds me of back in the day the specialists. When as you get
Yep.
kills, you get more perks. As time goes on, you're gonna have 2 base perks. You can pick whatever you want. As time goes on, you're gonna get another perk. As time
Ooh,
goes
hard
on,
point.
you're gonna get an ultimate perk as well. So it's actually it's completely new. They've redone it, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much to see like how vastly different it makes the gameplay, but I know for a lot of us, when you're playing like the multiplayer experience, I feel like you get a couple perks you like, and you just sort of pick those. They're your go-to.
Yeah.
You don't really think about it, right? Like, you figure that out in the first couple days or weeks of playing the game. Those are your perks. Now it's like, I feel like there's more decision-making that goes into it, which I personally think is exciting. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be running, but it does feel like they were saying, what was it, the different type of classes they were trying to put? You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like they want to, even if it's not like class-based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with that behind the perks. But I think that's pretty dope.
But you can also make your own, so you can create it, pick your own 2 perks, your next one, and your ultimate, so you can, figure out what you want, and it's just nice having like a rewarded game, especially when you're frying, getting that extra perk.
It really does, change what you start off with a base 2.
Yeah.
You unlock one after, a period of time. You get kills, you get points. The game progresses slowly. So no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring games, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that the first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk, way more sort of impactful.
Yeah.
And that final perk, like kind of like the super perk.
Yeah.
That's not going to turn you into Captain America, but it is going to make you way more effective.
I kind of want to be Captain
spilling the
America
beans
now,
right
you're
now.
saying.
America's
Taking Jeff and Joe's thunder.
Well, Symphony was just on screen, so.
I mean, look, the wagon on that boy.
What?
There it is.
All right,
Wild
listen,
picture there. I like
yeah, 2 million views on TikTok, something like that. It's,
like
it's impressive stuff.
That's what you're watching? In your free time, Quinn?
Yes, it might be. It might be.
Okay.
Oh,
Watch
Ash
It's Brooke's
that
TikTok,
too?
she's very creative.
Yo,
This is,
what?
Search and Destroy, Call of Duty Classic here on Farm 18.
This looks cool.
This is one of the maps that we saw in an Intel drop not too long ago. Ooh,
that's
let's go.
crazy.
This is Symphony spectating Ash Sanders.
Yeah, hip fire.
And of course, we're talking about like 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that felt
She
like
should
a
be on
very
Twitch
good
and
hybrid
shit.
3-lane map that does really, really well when it comes to a game
I
with
logged
like
on
their search and
Twitter
destroy. Like you have your
instantly see
traditional
Tiana
outer
Trump
lanes,
getting
and they
clapped.
have
For
their
real?
hidden corners, and they have their ways, and then that middle is just pure
damn.
chaos. It's
I need
kind
to
of
move
like
my
a
channel
little bit
to
of like
the
it
right
reminds me of like a
there.
paintball range with all the walls and the corners that there are. So this is probably one of my favorite maps that we
Nigga
are
said
playing
getting
right now
clapped
in
is
the beta
insane. I ain't
testing.
gonna lie
And
to you.
as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4
Yeah.
and 5, everybody's doing
It's a
pretty
close game.
okay. It's a
Yeah.
close
JJ,
game.
you will hit
He has
those?
14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other
Twitter
team.
done
Mason
turned
just
into a
realized
damn
he's on the stream that he's
porn
ready to get
website.
nasty. He's going in.
Oh, he's
Can't
fully
get up
loaded.
there to
Look
get
at
the
the bottom
scrolling too
scores.
long. You gonna see
He is
something.
perked up, quite literally.
Come on,
Gonna get
Mason,
to
show me
looking
something
around and
special.
shit, like, man, I won't
He's
gonna do
flying.
it.
Look at
Oh,
that.
wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I won't gonna do
That's the
it.
Fennec. I was
Look.
loving that one yesterday.
Oh,
That thing turns.
That's an OG weapon.
That turns
you can't
quickly
stay on Twitter
super
too long.
close
Oh,
range,
God.
but Pornyhoff just gave him the business.
Smoked him.
Nice try, Mason. We still love you.
Huracan OP. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Tiana.
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating these players and they're having gunfights and stuff, like the way the player animations are, the sound effects, like the game has just been like it's everything we liked about MW19, all the stuff that was already there existing, and they've just been. I mean, it's
I had to restart my
just
shit,
hammering away. Sweet season.
I had to put it around the half. I don't know if I
was
showed
the
the
first game,
address or not, man. I had to get that shit up out of
and then
there.
he was just evaporated.
I gotta say, the
rid of
bunny
that
hop is back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the
Oh,
bunny
yeah.
hop is clean. We know Sam LaRue Octane. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna be bunny hopping all day.
Well, champ, baby.
We
That
got
shit
Myth
crazy.
on
They
the
got
screen.
an
He's
ass
on
shot though. I ain't gonna lie. She
Again,
had hosted me.
Looking at these
like
weapons, you know it's an
back in
M4,
like
but the
2018,
configuration
bro.
he
She
has.
had hosted
I
me,
was
bro.
using the bigger
When I was
site,
playing
the
2K,
double,
she be playing 2K and shit.
I forget the name of it. But I like the extra zoom.
And of course, kill streaks. Cruise missile back. A lot of fan favorites, Clint. I mean, everything you would expect from a Modern Warfare
Here we
game
go.
is there.
We get to see one. That'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, yeah, bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the guns will look. The same type of gun is based on the attachments that it has. It's wild.
There's also in-game settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow, a bit wider, further
Ooh!
away. There's options
He
to
tried
just
it.
create that sort of visual. Look, you want the game to be as appealing as possible for you. Maybe you don't want the
tried
gun to be
that
so big
shit.
to obscure the view.
I'm
Maybe you're one
always
of
a
those
fan of more
players that.
settings personally. Like, give me
There
the
is a-
option to tweak it how I want, right?
There's a lot of settings in this game.
I'm gonna get lost in that for the entire first day, probably.
Once campaign hits, I'll spend about 3.5 hours messing with settings and then getting that first mission.
When I see Courage on a 5-streak, that pop up at the top of the screen, it might have. Courage might be popping off. Oh, well, he just died, though, so take it back.
Ooh.
Come on, Swag.
Swag style.
Hit it.
Swag.
Oh, no, he's juiced up
Yeah,
right
this
now.
sub looks
I
like
just
it's
seen somebody too.
Also, all the sounds and
know
everything
PP
when you level
do.
up guns. And
no, they right
everything is
there.
I mean, it's
I wish everyone could experience just this environment, though. Like,
Right.
as much as we're enjoying the gameplay and stuff, how cool it's been. Because like a lot of these content creators, like they're friends or they're familiar with each other. They play games online, but like it's not often you get them all in one place like this. It has just been a vibe. Seeing everybody going up, some
they're
meeting for
going
the first
crazy.
time. Like I know Iceman and Isaac, we have interacted so
will
many
you
times on
hit?
social. I've never met him
Hell
in
nah.
person, dude. We
Yeah,
hugged for a solid 30 seconds. It was beautiful.
Good on that shit.
And it just shows like how hyped people get for Call of Duty.
I know.
Yeah,
porn
yeah.
It's like I
star,
can't
fuck
believe
no.
I still get this amped for Call of Duty after over 10 years.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this.
Yeah.
It is it's special.
Like, if it was like my
But then it
last
starts
option,
tomorrow
you know what I'm
in case you've been
saying? But
living
like,
under a rock. Or if you've just joined the
I
stream.
had an option. Hell nah,
One of the two.
One of the two. There's no in between. User interface
Fuck
completely
nah,
changed as
nigga.
well. Dead silence available on that lower
Hell
right-hand
no.
side. Just a lot more sort of clean changes. Of course, the menu system, which you might not have seen here on the main COD Next stream, but individual streamers see
Cap.
them going through weapon loadouts, seeing
Bro,
the
I'm not
operators there.
capping, bro.
So many cool changes. A lot more of a streamlined experience.
You wouldn't be
It's
thinking about
sexy.
all the
That's
dick she
not
done
a lot of
swallowing
ways to
some
describe
other
it.
shit,
I love that,
nigga.
especially
Like,
like when you click start and you go
I
in,
ain't
you
hitting
load
that
out, you
shit,
switch
nigga.
weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there, digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I also quite enjoyed that like it doesn't obscure too much of the
Gonna
in-game
need your
experience.
tool
So if
belt
I'm
and some
gonna
more
hit
shit
pause or
going up
check
in
stuff
that
out, I still
motherfucker.
have some kind of like situational awareness.
There you go.
And I will
They
say, in
gotta
terms
cut
of
you
balance
out
of like
and get the
ARs and
swimming in that
SMGs, of
bitch,
course,
man.
this
You
is
have to
all
come
about
get
like
you
our
up
first
out of
peeks
there
into
before
it, but
you
they've
drown.
looked pretty balanced so far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting up close, whether the AR gets first shot or not.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
long range, the SMGs haven't been ripping as well. The recoil gets insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your
That's
attachments
always
and
been
what
the case, though.
configuration you end up coming with is fairly much there.
I love that because I mean it just feels like
SMG's
sometimes
never
it turns
been
into
that
this
good
one gun that
from
can
long
do
range.
everything,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah, but what you
think
throw
everyone
on that
appreciates
bitch?
a little bit of variety. Like an
Well,
AR
Clint, that's
feels like
quite
an AR,
literally
some
what
feels
this
like a
game
sub.
is, because you could change your gun
I'm
up
an
to whatever you
SMG
want,
type of
right?
guy. I
In a
know.
way, yeah, but like I think
That's
to
all I
Kelly's
use.
point, like,
MP5.
there seems to be a little more separation.
MP7.
between
Yeah,
ARs
Like I
and
haven't
ARs.
seen the do
P90.
it all done just yet.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet, like, I want a broken shotgun.
Give me
And
that.
I'm
give
sure
me
he
that
can make
SMG.
it, but broken, we'll find out what that really means. Of course, as the game
Ace means like sawed off.
develops. He wants a sawn off that kills people across map, that makes them move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do
is
it.
Wild. I mean, no matter how much work has gone into this, we've got the nerds in the building, and this is where if anyone's going to test some stuff, find some weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going
We've
to do
only
it.
scratched the surface
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We've touched it for 20 minutes.
of what people are going to do with this gun.
That's just not
So,
enough, is it, Miles?
Not enough.
No idea what these guys are going to come up with, but it's going to be crazy.
I need a good sort of 2 to 3 hours to really
Look
get
at
things going.
Chef
I ain't
Tony.
gonna lie, he shredded the shit.
This is one of the most famous Italian men in the world. He makes a mean stromboli. We love him.
Metal Boots on the building. He's got the M4.
He's
gonna run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess around with guns.
Oh, Chris Crowder. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's usually very baby-faced. Now he's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer.
He's a handsome.
He really is. He really is.
A tiny little bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down.
Yeah, he dropped him. That's
Is
that TDM?
He's on his feet.
The Gouch.
Oh, man. We will be playing all day, friends, all day.
You know what? The iron sights here kind of clean.
Well, I think this is great, too, for a lot of, people like, you saw Zenny, you saw Crowder. For those who don't know, they work on the CDL side. They're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, Cruise Missile was there, Counter UAV, a classic, VTOL.
I know a lot of them probably really route with each other.
The Juggernaut is I think it's the final one, and it looks crazy. And whoever that AFK player was, get a grip. You are live.
Well, maybe they do. I don't know how to
cool
get
stuff.
down.
I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there
That's
as well.
what I was gonna say. I love that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. It's called I think it's called Air Support now, but it's it's an AC-130. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a Chopper Gunner here as well.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be seeing it all.
Yeah, Miles, like if we play against each other,
look at this camping ass bitch.
If we play, I'm getting a Chopper.
I think I'm actually locked on this desk all day. I would love to play more.
after the stream's over, I think we can play more.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear the chain?
Yeah, that's how I visualize like your ankle's just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs.
It's gonna be a lot of hit markers.
Man, how we doing?
And what a shot! He got two.
Hat over the headset.
A lot of hit
Nick
markers, man.
All right,
See you later, Nick.
So this is the air support where you're saying.
Yeah, this is it's kind of a look like this right. Yeah.
What is that thing?
The Fennec, or it's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe?
Boy, he just
that looks like
boy.
the Fennec. Yeah, that's the Fennec iron sight.
That boy don't recoil.
What?
All right, Breadman's already found
Boy,
a winner.
Oh my
Boy,
God.
that right
It does
there.
recoil, but it like doesn't.
Boy, that shit right there, boy, gonna rattle the mouth.
Obviously, recoil long range.
That's gonna rattle the mouth.
But it doesn't seem like there's a lot. He's just putting them down.
Yeah, cameraman, get in there real close.
Oh, what the fuck he got on that? But that bitch is rattling. Not a double kill.
So we played this map yesterday.
Oh, he tried to shoot through the wall. That's crazy.
Museum, yeah, this is a lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on socials recently, but
There we go.
yeah, give me the hands.
You hear how that sounds?
This nigga
So
keep on his
That
mouse.
sounds scary though.
Yeah.
You hear that? That better be on my team.
I mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen, though. Like a lot of the tournament stuff, when you're talking about mouse and keyboard players, like he is absolutely nuts with it. So not surprised to see him finding some wins in the long-range battles.
Oh, they got it,
I
man.
gotta see his recoil control.
So what do you guys think about all these
I
maps
won't
so
be
far?
playing with no keyboard.
What's been your guys' favorite, Miles?
Honestly,
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's pulling down a whole lot.
honestly, this is Museum. Nice
he's
big central
shredding
area,
it,
essentially
dog.
3 lanes. I mean, there's a second story. We're about to go up there now. This is where
That
Brad
bitch,
is.
it nigga turned it down. M4 to a damn
Snipers
SMG,
gonna
bro.
have a lot of fun here.
Shredding
we played
the fuck
hardcore
out
on this
them
map.
niggas.
We played Prisoner Rescue. Courage and I clutched up
Shit
big time
sound
last night,
crazy.
like a 2v5. I had the Prisoner on
We're
my
not
back.
even
I was
getting real
sprinting.
sound
And I
because
could
it's
hear
like
Jack
echo.
picking up 3-4 kills. Let's go, baby! Screaming. I'm
That's the
there
guy.
sprinting.
I'd be that guy on the team too. I'd be carrying. Yeah.
It was great.
Like
It was
the
really great. We had a lot of fun.
like
There's a
the
lot of cool,
M16
the
like
opening
that.
breaks and stuff. Like
He's on a
feels
15
good.
streak, by the way.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he was frying.
He's literally annihilating the lobby. Yeah, let's stick with him. He's on 15 in a row.
He said, let's stick with him.
This is the Elgato replay of how this all started.
Zane. Oh, he gets 2 again. Just ripping him.
It's the same 2 people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, is it? I was about to say.
it's a replay.
He was on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped his streaks.
It's all good, Clint.
Oh, dude, I basically just pulled a symphony, dude, when he was casting the pregame lobby.
Oh, and it was
Yeah,
a
you're getting
tournament.
I thought he earned another one.
Glorious.
Well, last thing I saw was 15 streak. I was fired up for my guy.
So he put a. Oh, so it's M4. His just sounds crazy. I think it's the dubbing of the audio.
Yeah.
It might be his stream, but either way,
It's his stream.
that boy is ripping metal. So, again, it's kind of cool to see there on the bottom side of the screen for a moment there how the perk system works. He's already at his 2nd tier of perks, which I think was Spotter.
Yeah, it says the double
19
audio.
kills. Let's go, Breadman. And of course, he's working his way towards that final perk here in this hard point.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. I thought he wrapped streaks now, is it?
You like-
He is annihilating everyone.
20.
He's farming.
Yeah, he's literally farming.
Somebody kill Breadman.
Wait, do you guys see the movement though that I was talking about? Like how when you're moving, like your whole body, like it's different than other Call of Duty games. It's very hard to put into words, but once you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like usually the gun's fairly stationary, but like everything is moving with you at all times.
And you can see it, so that's
you
know,
can see
for more of the hardcore players, going out there, they're like jiggle-peeking, your hips and your head.
Yeah, like
now.
everything's going.
So it's a little bit different. When you play the 3P mode, you can get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just like the physics of the character.
The physics of the character has been reimagined, so it's different.
Yeah,
throwing those shoulders.
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like Shakira out there throwing the hips around. You got to be very. I mean, it's the animation.
I've been comparing to Shakira,
I don't doubt that, but you got to look how smooth the animations can be, and it's so much fun so far. Oh, is this what it looks like to be on the other side of the Breadman?
Yeah, that's what I was actually wondering.
Wait. We're going to get up there and kick his ass.
Oh.
I think that was Breadman.
That was Breadman.
Yep, I believe
that was Breadman.
He's got 25 kills.
He's got that thing locked down.
Quick, get out there and get him. Just go back in there.
I mean, this is going on the timeline for sure. Breadman's got clips for days.
I mean, Destroyer's calling the streaks to the SAE above.
What have we got here?
We got a sniper.
I just think about, imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah, no, he just looked dialed in. I don't think he said a word. Hit it! ADS not quick enough there. Two posts up on the bridge, just shutting him down. But
so he has the pistol on Miles. Remember we were playing with it? We turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0.
Yeah.
You can turn your sidearm into something
insane. I'm not even gonna lie
of course,
to you.
the ledge hang mechanic. I'm hanging on ledge. Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, baby. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at funny ledges and see where players are.
Yeah. I was also trying out some of the field upgrades yesterday for the short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting. Just like throw it down, go hide in the corner. You can see when they're pushing at you. It's
You hold your own. You hold your own flank at that.
Yeah, you got your own choke points.
That's great. And again,
no.
Go!
Hell no, not with that ADS.
Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across. Yeah,
I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons, Breadman's kind of been annihilated. There we go. Another shot gonna hit. Bang.
I'm already really liking the sounds of these guns. I'm liking the way the crosshairs look. Like this is something I cannot wait to get. Oh, hello.
Breadman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Oh yeah, they are just tearing them apart. It feels like.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell from
that. That could be the portable radar.
That might. Yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great, but hey man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Dude, look where that bullet hit, just hit like right on the panel of the window, so the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
Got a couple collabs.
Somebody saved him!
Oh my god!
It was Breadman.
Oh my god.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get us out of there. Over to Crowd.
Here's the Fennec. You run so quick with this thing.
I mean, look how different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're moving.
You're going.
That.
Oh,
wow.
Doesn't matter though. Okay, Sean J.
Sean fries him. Again, this is that sort of idea of like the different, maybe not play styles, but kind of like player attributes here, what you're going for. Crowder is obviously, he's way more aggressive, he might be hitting flank soon, but the way he's kicked himself out.
Whoa.
He's in the mix.
I think something that you could learn a lot, that all these creators are going to learn very quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about. Like, on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one of the flags are, and, like, I didn't even know you could go down there. Like, I had to wrap the entire building before I figured out how to get underground. So there's a lot more angles and a lot more passageways than I think a lot of these creators are expecting, and that's why we're going to see possibly a lot more assassinations, possibly a lot more cruddy corners, and people just popping out of literally nowhere.
Crowder is locked in. And that is the power of the Fennec. That player did something
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon. It's like going out, getting peaks, close range combat. It's a lot of fun to use this one, man. I was using it majority of the games.
I mean, they're not doing a great job in-game. They've got the lead for now, but again, classic
Maz.
capture the flags.
Victor.
UAVs and all sorts, kill streaks coming up.
That's
No
the
one's, I don't think it was going too crazy with any of the kill streak choices. We did see Crim6 with a VTOL earlier. Again, classic from MW19.
Yep.
I wonder if we're going to see any more today.
Ooh, you saw that.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I mean, this is the chance to test everything.
Yeah.
Run through, try different weapons. I mean, as much as I say that, we know how a lot of these people are. They're going for crazy clips. They want to drop bombs. They want to have high kill games. So some are going to find stuff they like, little combination they feel comfortable with, and they're going to send it. But Crowder, yeah, he's in the mix right now. Movement, I mean, he seems pretty comfortable so far. Just with little hop chows.
Yeah, the bunny hop.
Freebies.
Earlier, just hopping around. You can even hip fire this one. He's picking up a ton of kills. He's loving this class setup. He switched it up from last time.
So one of the big things, I mean, before the show started, I walked around and talked to as many of the streamers as I possibly could, and I was just like, you know, you've had a tiny bit of time with the game. How you feeling about this? And almost every single one of them said, I'm really struggling not to slide everywhere. They've been so used to doing that.
Get used to it.
From MW19 all the way through to Warzone when, you know, we're on Caldera. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I can say that just from all the Warzone I've played, like, it's gonna take like my hand, just the muscle memory of it. Like I'm just so, I've been slide canceling now for years across the map. It's just gonna take a little getting used to, 100%.
Yeah,
but I do think my hands are gonna be very happy though, not having to do that constantly across the map.
Yeah, if you try to slide around now, you might even be slower than just sprinting.
Honestly, yeah, that's how it looks.
Again, it's how you use it. It's the dive is a really great mechanic for escaping. The slide gets you into different positions. Obviously,
I like to leave with my head, you know, the ball head. So I think the diving thing's gonna be good for me, just like a bowling ball, you know, Miles, just sending it through a door, sending it through a window. Maybe diving into someone. You think I can knock somebody out that way?
I wonder if there's an attachment for you.
It's like a unicorn type
bayonet
power.
or something.
Yeah, bayonet on my head. Okay, that sounds sick though. Honestly, if the devs are listening, let's think about that a little bit.
A bayonet dive kill.
Oh my God, I want that immediately.
I'm thinking like, you know, I've got this idea of like, you know, Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's got a big fin on his head.
Yes,
but make that a blade.
Absolutely.
Isaac. Oh, quick swat again. That is his side-up. That's his pistol. Again, the range on that bad boy is going to be all that crazy, but you know it's going to rip when it hits.
The sniper's just so satisfying when you get the kill. The sound, how deep it is, it's amazing.
It feels like there's no drag in the sniper. When you were using an ant, did you have to lead your shot at all, or was it a direct hit?
It felt like an invasion, like I had to lead my shot a little bit, but that could just be because I'm rusty. And I was trying to shoot across the map. But you can get some feeds, man. Like I got a couple collabs with this gun. It's super powerful.
Sniping is back, friends.
Not to dub.
Snipe's still fast and fun. Again.
64!
What? Yeah, we thought Bread was popping off. Destroy's up there frying. He's got double the score of everybody in the lobby. All right, all right.
Look at this. Oh man, through the door with a pistol. A lot of windows on that map as well. A lot of glass above those door frames. I found on, you know, keeping the teasers at it, but like opening breaks and stuff. A lot of sweet nade spots already. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. A little peek at the menu here now as well. Of course, while Isaac gets ready to get into his next game. So much in Modern Warfare 2. We're almost actually ready to keep the show running. Jess, you're down there with Zuma. Tell us how Tommy's doing.
Miles, that's right, I am. Right here with Zuma, Tommy Properato himself. So, I mean, you have now had your first taste of Modern Warfare 2 here at COD Next. What did you think?
Oh, it's incredible. The game feels super smooth. The gunplay is awesome. I like the time to kill. And the maps are dope. A lot of close quarter gunfights. And, you know, I've been having a blast, man. The chat's loving it as well. They're loving it.
So there's so much to talk about, you know, new modes, new maps, changes to the gunsmith. But what really stands out to you? Like, what are you excited about?
I'm really excited just to get the competition going. I mean, I'm excited for the CDO, and I heard them talking about ranked play, so, you know, I'm really excited for that. And Warzone 2 looked incredible as well. I was talking to Repulse. We're going to be the Warzone duo this year, so I'll be bouncing around between the both. But I'm just excited for something new, you know, a new game. And it's been a lot of fun to play, and there's so many amazing creators here. And just thank you to everybody, and thank you to Call of Duty for the opportunity to be here. It's awesome.
And then, you know, real quick, with Modern Warfare 2 on the horizon, what does the year ahead look like for you?
Man, just a lot of shows, man. A lot of flanks, a lot of streams. I mean, the content's gonna be pushing all year. So excited, man. Zumafia is gonna take over, and we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, well, thank you so much. That is all from me for now. I believe I'm handing it off to my dear friend Lottie.
Thank you so much, Jess, and it is so good to be here. My name is Lottie. First time on the desk, first time, of course, being in this incredible arena. I have a lot of wonderful folks on this desk, but it is now time to chat about an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. Each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice, delicious Jack Links limited edition products, and brand new epic in-game items that I promise you'll be dying to get your hands on. So check this out on how to enter.
Looking for an epic way to celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2? Jack Links has got you covered, giving you the chance to win the ultimate Modern Warfare 2 supply drop. Keep an eye out during the broadcast for the Jack Links Sasquatch to appear on screen. If you see it, grab your phone and scan the QR code, following the prompts to qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty next. Squad up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing.
With exclusive ace.
My nigga. My nigga. My nigga. My nigga.
Every time a gun shakes, another Cronus is ordered. This message is brought to you by the ASPCA for COD streamers. Donate today and save a streamer's life. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question.
I'm finna pull my shit out right now. I don't feel like I got shit on top of the box. I'm pulling my shit out. I'm hooking it up. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. How's footstep audio? You can hear it. I don't know if you just noticed right there. I was walking down the stairs. I heard the guy in the room behind me around the corner. That's why I turned around to kill him. Last time to kill him, very fast, quite fast. How quick can you spam dive? That's it out. It seems like you recover from dives pretty quickly. Like, this is with an AR as well. I'm sure you could do it even faster with an SMG.
He's got the worst game audio out of all the streamers
that we got a counter UAV because they just got a UAV up.
I know Sally's in for it. I can tell Sally's in for it.
Ace audio is fucking pinned. I ain't got time. They're streaming this shit on Twitch.
Sit down. Sit down!
You know what? Fuck Twitch. I ain't supporting Twitch.
That nigga rattle. He's all fuck Twitch.
We grouped them into 3 different categories. You get 2 to start with, and then you pick a third, and then you pick a fourth, and they're rewarded as you play. You really like how they proc at the end. Yeah.
I mean, an announcer comes up, tells you what perk you got, and it kind of re-engages you with what's available.
Who is this black dude? Never heard of him or seen him before.
So eventually you'll get them, and you're not gonna. It doesn't reset on death. It allowed us to kind of like create a couple more powerful perks and put them at the end because you're not going to have them the whole match. And there's some interesting depth there where you can say, okay, UAVs are really powerful early match. Like there's different things you can do where you're kind of like, if you're one of those players who really wants to noodle, you're like, okay, I know these aren't in play yet.
Well, I guess, listen, it's very different, but I'm also a big like RPG guy, so I like the process of like unlocking things and earning things. It's just like at the core of who I am. So I dig that, just like the progression over the course of one single map.
I think I heard that name.
Yeah, it just feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be reminded what you have.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, and I guess we didn't touch on actually is the packages, right? From like, we're talking a lot about the theory crafting of
Mert likes Vanguard but says he doesn't because he doesn't want to get bullied by everyone.
You just say, you know, I want to this place out, I just grab this package and go.
Back to Vanguard.
And then later on,
you're
like, okay,
welcome.
I like that, but I want to noodle a little bit. You can hop in and create your own packages.
It's time to pack it in, pack it out.
It really,
get
people
your
can
ass on
see
Modern
that
Warfare
through
2.
the default
Vanguard is old. Now you can play it for fun if you want.
Packaged in based on those kind of player behaviors we were talking about earlier. We usually ship 6 or 5 default playloads, but we have 6 in this one. Okay. We found 2 for each behavior, and so
you can find fun in this shit. You can find fun in anything. You can
already
find fun
in there. And it's something different in this game. We actually allow you to attach a field upgrade within each loadout. And so it's a little bit more micromanaging, but it felt to us that you're kind of more creating your class and your character for, in that. So people in the beta should really try out those default loadouts because we put a lot of time into how those play.
Well, I'm curious in like playtesting, did you see like a, I'm sure everyone has a way they view themselves as a player, like the US start is more of like a sentinel type. Did you see like as people got more comfortable with the game, like an evolution towards maybe a faster pace? What did you notice when playtesting these different types of things?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall most of our players are rushers.
Yeah,
but,
you're not wrong.
Depends on the circles you run, but you know, there are these other players, and we wanted to just make sure that we're supporting all of them. And so, you know, some of the field upgrades can be more
Ocean
Sentinel and
OPZ.
trying to hold down
Shout out to
positions.
Ocean. Let's go champion with Ocean.
But that's why we
Hold
added
on,
in the
listen to
team
what
DOS, like
these
we
boys
said,
saying,
kind of just say, I've had enough. I want to pause all this stuff and make it go away.
Yeah, we're going to
but
champion
we
with
also
Ocean.
leaned into
That's another black one. Ocean is
creating
black
game
too.
modes
Black.
that can
Well, you know, his skin is
facilitate
black.
this kind of siege gameplay. But.
Now we talk about the rushing players, right? But we also want to talk about the pacing, the movement, you know, what it looks like, how it feels to be in game. And when I got a chance to get on the sticks yesterday, something I noticed is it is a little bit slower paced, right? We're going to be sprinting round, not sliding round. And I think another thing I want to talk about is the dolphin dives. I've been diving down escalators, getting prone, looking at hard points, trying to figure out, can I see bomb site B or A? Like, you know, it's pretty incredible with the movement and how it feels. What was it like making that? What were the decisions behind that pushing forward? Because the feel of the game is huge.
Yeah, I think fluidity, and I mentioned it previously, is like really, really important, right? But we did make some small tweaks, right? Like slide has a little bit more of a hang up so that people aren't just sliding around the map, so that they're actually moving through spaces, checking corners, and kind of like pacing themselves. But the general movement of guns should be almost exactly the same. And Jeff and I regularly check in. We're like, okay, how are we doing? Like, let's look at last game, let's look at this game. And we try and be consistent in that regard. But there have been these small tweaks, and the dive is one of those tweaks. The ledge hang is one of those tweaks. And those will change how people move through a space, right? You won't throw yourself over a wall, you'll peek that wall first.
Yeah, I love the
This
ledge
your
hangs,
lobbies
you
with
know, just testing out
SBMM, no
yesterday,
fun, no pre-order.
Being able to kind of ledge hang and really use it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here, is being able in S&D, just being able to know where people are, give that intel to peek that back down again, making sure you're not getting your dome ripped off by a sniper, of course, major stuff here, but and exciting with the fact that you can get your secondary weapon out and start to put a bit of damage in and help out there. So in terms of legend, where did that come from? What was the idea behind it? You know, why is it so special to have it in the game?
To be honest, it came out of face planting too many times
in the game for regular people.
Just missing that ledge, and you're like, nope, that's frustrating. Let's fix that.
To protect them.
We've all been there. Like whether you've been playing Warzone, like you're trying to like hop and grab it, and you just like. It's like you want to hit the button to like activate the pull up, but then you hit your shoot and you're like falling down. It can be so frustrating.
Yeah. So I mean, really, that's where it came from.
But
it was also the high
when
mantle
you get the
too,
beta,
right?
I've
Like
never
when we were
played a
developing
beta and was like, oh shit, this was fun. It was always stressful.
We had these walls and things. We ended up turning up the mantle height in Warzone.
Okay.
And it didn't feel as polished, but it allowed people to get over walls they otherwise couldn't. But like I said before, you kind of commit, and now you're like throw yourself over a wall and get shot as you make that transition. So the high mantle is definitely like get up, you can peek, or you can just double tap it and pull yourself over if you're in a hurry.
I can't wait to play it myself.
It just adds that extra layer of like I can be a little bit smarter about how I move.
That's a good note.
What's it 48? This might even be 48 I'm looking at. I'm looking at them
for scalability, and we have to kind of check ourselves that everything we put here is going to show up in Warzone.
Well, now you've got this like metaverse. It's like this.
It's a big kind of, like I was saying earlier, right?
It's
like
not hard, man, I'm sure.
It's like, how do you add different things in and make sure it all stays in check and not mess up this ecosystem?
Well, it feels like, I guess for me when I view it, well, what has been the one thing, at least for me, that really separates Call of Duty from a lot of other shooters? It's like
maybe after the game come out,
but like there's
maybe after I learn the map.
You don't need to be an amoeba. Like it's just like floating through the map. Like you want to be some realism.
But when this
to it,
motherfucker
like,
drop,
how can you add that realism? And the ability to. I mean, think about. I don't know, 10 years ago, what you were able to do with just like interacting with the map.
Go against everything that I am.
It's insane how much it's changed.
We had to argue to get sprinting into.
You know what I'm saying? I want to do more killing than dying.
COD 4.
I'm sure.
And I know there's
we
going to
didn't
be more
have
campus
that,
than
so
rushes
just
out
the
here.
evolution of
yeah, it's come a long way. I played the very first one.
Yeah, it's been pretty special, and something else that's a bit special as well is the fact that we have all these content creators behind us. We have an Olgartha replay for you guys, especially Myth here on Prison Rescue.
Modern Warfare
this one out and see exactly what went down here. And Prison Rescue is going to be a really exciting one, of course, because you have to get that objective done. You need to go rescue the prisoner, and carrying them out is going to be huge because that icon does disappear. You know, how did it work? This prisoner, being able to put them in the game, knowing that.
Look like he having fun.
I thought that was a downed enemy. I thought we were playing Warzone for a second.
I did too. It wasn't a down enemy. What the fuck was that?
Microvibes. I mean, hey bro, I'm only working on 5.
What? That guy was dying slow. What was that?
Knockout.
Yeah, he was dying slow. Beware of that, people.
Final 30 seconds.
They die slow out here.
I'm telling you, bro, the kill time is crazy.
What are you doing?
We took a loss there. Let's not repeat it.
My nigga. My nigga.
Play Warzone in 30 minutes, bro. No cap.
When can you play it tomorrow night? Now, it's supposed to be tomorrow at noon or later on today.
When can you play it? Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow at noon or earlier. Somebody said we're going to be playing it like around 6 o'clock or so.
Watching your signal.
Must be some weak, unconfirmed information. They haven't said it in this event. I'm glad there's no slide counseling. You know?
With you till the end. Loading fresh there. Victory there. Prepare to repeat it.
Should be more about shooting than movement. Should.
That's fast.
Yeah, I'll try some. Try out this.
Hey, black YouTubers, hosted on PC, ladies and gentlemen. We got 271K. The guy never heard of him. Show the nigga some love. Go crazy out here!
Yo, alright. Wait, how do I talk? Hello? I don't know how to talk.
Requesting recon flyover.
This feels like go crazy. Hold on.
Oh! Oh! Oh shit, I missed it. Damn.
Oh, Crim. Oh my god. Bro.
I'm with you. Recon flyover. Copy that.
I'm hearing this nigga footsteps.
Hey, yo. I saw that twice, by the way.
Yo, Alan Purple, appreciate the fire, man. Much love, bro. Much love.
You have to use a perk for normal minimap, and you have to earn your 4th perk in game, which consists of Ghost, Hardline, and High Alert.
Earn a 4th perk in game. Okay,
Yo.
that's new information.
Sheesh.
Damn. So you can't equip
Bro,
High
that
Alert
game
off
right
the beginning.
there.
You have to earn High Alert.
Oh, wait.
What the hell? And how do you go about earning your perk?
Sheesh.
My nigga. My nigga. My nigga.
I know Steph not out there. You watching it like me.
You got Brenton? W.
No loadouts and no perks in Warzone 2 at launch. You can buy your loadout guns at shops, buy stations, but you have to buy one gun at a time. No full double weapon loadouts.
Man, that's stupid.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's fucked up. Let's tap back in with the event.
This massive big map and everything needs to sync. And so all we can do is thank them and
I don't like nothing I'm hearing about New
Warzone. Were there any
Warzone.
positives for me from a creative standpoint with like the fact everyone was in the office and like everyone was kind of like away? Like I almost feel like maybe that would lead to some
what about
interesting
perks?
ideas.
Can you buy a
like,
loadout with your perks?
when everyone's
and all
not in a
that,
room and like maybe
you
one
just
idea
buy a
kind
gun,
of
you
takes
can't get your
precedent,
loadout
like
with
everyone's
your-
just kind of
with your
isolated a little bit more. I just wonder if there's any like creative advantages there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were worried that kind of like productivity would go down by living at home, but we just found that everyone was so passionate about making this game that they could either play a game or their PCs sitting there and they could make the game better. And they're consistently working way too much, and we're like, hey, calm down. We're good. Let's keep,
You know, I might not do a lot of watching. I keep a watchful eye.
In
I
some
watch
cases,
everything.
like
Even though I ain't
productivity
watching
went
it,
up, which people didn't expect, and like now people are downscaling offices. So I was kind of curious if you just had like a lot of, I don't know, superstars kind of show up and pump out some really amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's tricky because, we've just now been coming back in and getting kind of that kind of community in the office, and that has been a great way of kind of solidifying the game and getting people back in and feeling you don't get the big hoots and hollers when you're at home. Right? So you get people in the office who get them in the big pit and we're all playing. And
Gold star.
Yeah, you get that feedback loop of like, I made good stuff and someone's happy.
Get excited
Drawing
about
back the curtain a little bit, because when I think of how to handle a brand new game, a brand new title, bringing all these exciting factors to it, I'm thinking of like bare bones,
make a
in the shed maybe,
with a
whiteboard, just writing things on, just brainstorming. What is that process like? Building the blocks, building the foundation behind this brand new game, putting those ideas down on paper. How does it work for your team?
Well, that's a big question.
I mean, one aspect we used was we tried to kind of break everything down as simply as possible, and that really is just like a one-on-one interaction.
Yeah.
Like if you imagine how many times a one-on-one interaction happens in multiplayer or in single player, and like what does that look like? They could just shoot each other, but it's what is in your loadout, what's in my loadout. It's almost like it's like a card game where I use my flash and you use your smoke, and and so like we really worked on how many permutations and how that can play out. And so we figured if we can get that to come and play out in a lot of different ways, we can make a really
is gonna be stripped down for launch. No perks, no loadouts, no tacticals. You can buy items in the shop though, but the shop also runs out of items to buy.
It's got to be pretty special to see just this many content creators here, gas up, enjoying the game.
I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. Honestly, Jeff, Joe, thank you so much for being here, giving us all the insights, letting us nerd out a little bit, ask all the questions that we're dying to know. But I tell you what, it is about time right now to head on over to the main stage to talk a little bit more about COD Mobile. We've got Beef Mummy and Matt Lewis over there. Let's take it over to them and see what they have in store.
No perks, no loadouts.
All right. Thank you so much, Lottie, and welcome back to the Command Center presented by Xfinity Rewards. And it's time to finally drop into some epic Warzone mobile gameplay. And joining me here, none other than Matt Lewis. I've been so excited to bring you into this stage. He is the Vice President of Product Management for mobile.
Thank you so much. I am super excited to be here today. We just have some awesome gameplay. We have some cool new surprises for you. So I'm just really looking forward to sharing this moment with you and with just the entire Call of Duty community.
I'm so excited. I'm just ready to get into action. And obviously things are just heating up over here. And it really is impressive what you've been able to pull off here. And watching someone play, it looks great. It feels great. It's as if it's running off a console, to be honest.
It's true.
Who are these boring nerds playing this game?
Yeah, it's a great question. So one of our game pillars was what we call relentlessly Warzone. I like to think of it this way.
Was lame.
There are a set of emotions and an overall gameplay quality, something that's felt when you play Warzone.
Yeah,
and for
ain't
us,
got nothing on me,
that's something. It's a product of these proprietary combat and movement systems, the Verdansk map, tons of vehicles, and some unique Warzone mechanics. Things like the Gulag and in-game loadout drop. So you put all these together in a pot, mix them around, put some magic powder in there, and boom, Warzone. So games, they can try to match this recipe and they can spend a decade, iterating and testing and trying this and that, but they're just not able to quite get there. So for us, being on the same technology, it means we don't have to tinker nearly as much. It's just an incredible advantage.
Why you say change
so
is good?
how
I
is the
don't agree
team
with that.
able to do it and just really pull off everything
Change
that
do
you've had
cause
here so
fear.
far?
With tons of coffee.
No wonder why we don't have any more coffee here backstage.
Exactly. That's the truth.
If it ain't
All
broke,
the coffee
don't
in the
fix
world
it.
is how
That's
we were
how I
able to
feel.
do it. No, one of the things that I just love about this project, it's a really great mix of talent and experience.
Change can be good.
And for
if
us,
it's a change
that
for the
concoction
better, but
was what allowed us to
change
have
it for the
this
worse.
kind of great end product. So for us, there are four major.
That's it for your boy B, man. Look, man. Oh, man. Only been on this motherfucker for what, well, it's been about an hour and 30. I had to restart my stream. But look, man, appreciate everybody coming through, watching the Call of Duty live jump, bro. I gotta record this video.
Hey, we'll have a little bit more on that later. We're super, super, super excited. And if you're on,
I gotta record this video, man, so I can go ahead and get that jump posted by tomorrow, man. We're about to be building our first ever PC build, dropping it on the channel, man. So, if you guys are into that, man, enjoy that. Be sure to hit the sub button, drop a like on the video, you know what I'm saying, when I do drop it. Click the bell icon, turn your notifications on all so you don't miss no bangers from your boy B, man. Appreciate love, support, and yeah, catch y'all in the next vid.